scientists, welcome once again to the Mad Science Lab. We have a special treat for you today, and I am so excited to bring this to you. Now, we're talking about women in science, and today we're going to travel to the International Space Station, where we're going to interview a kid scientist, astronaut Elise, who is going to tell us about what's happening on the International Space Station. So let's check in with her. I can see the feed coming up now. Hello, astronaut Elise. Hello, Elise. Are you there? Can you hear us, Elise?
Hi, I can hear you loud and clear. I'm so excited to be with you today.
Oh, this is really exciting for us as well. Thank you for taking the time out of your busy schedule to talk with us and share with all the kids what you're doing there on the International Space Station. Now, we got some questions before we checked in with you, and I'm just going to tell you about some of the questions that the kids at home asked. One of them is, can you tell us a little bit about what your life is like and how that might be different from our life here and from the kids' life here on Earth? Can you tell us that?
Sure. Well, obviously, it's a little different than living on Earth, but you'd be surprised that we do a lot of similar things. For example, we sleep, we wake up, we brush our teeth, we eat, we exercise, we do chores. Many activities are the same, but we just do them in a different way.
Oh, so it's a little bit different, but not really that much, is what it sounds like. Now, here's another question. Now, I told our kids here at home that we were going to be talking to an astronaut, and a lot of them thought we were going to be talking to a boy. So they were really excited when they found out we're talking to a girl astronaut. You know, in the beginning, it was mostly men, actually all men who went into space, but now you're in space and you're a girl and there's lots of women in space. Can you tell us about that? How did that happen?
You're right. The first American woman to go to space was Sally Ride in 1983. Almost 40 years later, women are still making history today. This past October, Christina Cook and Jessica Meir conducted the first all-women spacewalk right here on the ISS.
Wow, that is really exciting. So you're telling me that at the beginning of the space program, there were no women astronauts. And then just a few short months ago, in October of 2019, women actually participated in the space program to the point that there was an all-female team and women participated in the spacewalk. That is amazing. Wow. Now here's another question. Some people were wondering just how you got to the space station. I mean, for me to get in a car and go from here to Dallas is kind of a trip, and you're way out in space. So people are wondering, when you left from Earth, how did you get there?
Well, it's a pretty complicated process, but let me see if I can break it down for you. Professor Bad, I think you've done this experiment before, but if you take a balloon, blow it up, then let go, what happens? It goes off in the opposite direction. This is because of Newton's third law of physics, which says, for every action, there is an equal but opposite reaction. So watch what happens here. Oh, cool. On a much larger scale, this is how we get to space. And since our spaceship is so heavy, we have to use lots of force to get up into space, which is why we use really, really powerful fuel. And you've probably seen the fire coming out at the end of a rocket. And once we actually get into space, we still use these rockets to get the right angle, right speed, and right direction. This is called trajectory. And once we've done that, we do an orbit, then we meet up with the ISS.
Wow, that's amazing. And you're all the way up on the International Space Station telling us that today. Huh. Well, listen, astronaut Elise, I know that you are very busy. Thank you so much for taking the time to spend with us today. I'm sure the kids learned a lot. we are having so much fun here. Hey, if you learned something, say, I learned something, and I know you had fun. So put your hands in the air and say, I had fun. Let's say goodbye to Astronaut Elise right now, okay?
Thank you for letting me join you guys today. Astronaut Elise signing out.